Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here with another little bit of Ryder news. Hopefully the last bit of news that breaks before the little holiday weekend here. I'm like really hoping there's no like major boom boonger thing that breaks over the weekend. It just happens, you know, after Christmas. Because I have a fun video planned for tomorrow for you guys to watch over the holiday, hopefully. But anyway, just last little bit of Ryder news. Yesterday we got our look at our secondary Ryder, Kamen Rider Majade, who's going to be Rin. And then today we got a look at the rumored, or you know, the form we knew was on the way for Valvarod's Rider form, as well as a look at Fire Gotchard. So Valvarod's Rider form looks fine. You know, it looks pretty cool. I generally like the Valvarod suit. Or is it Valvarod? Regardless, I like his suit. I think it's a little bit poofy. You know, it kind of has like a big coat thing going on. But generally I like it. And this looks pretty cool. It looks like maybe not quite as different as I was thinking. Maybe it's just because like the whole idea of like a Rider-esque character then becoming a Rider was reminding me of like Chaser and like Rogue. And their suits kind of, when they became Riders, looked more different, like with some echoes of what they were to a degree. I guess like Kamen Rider Rogue was pretty different, but you know what I mean. So I thought it was going to be more different, although like I guess Valvarod's not in need of a redemption arc for this, unless he needs to be redeemed for not following the opinion of the almighty Hotaro. But yeah, it doesn't look as different as I thought. There is a little bit of some weird stuff going on, but it looks pretty cool for what it is. I imagine I'll probably like it more once we get to see it in action and stuff like that. I'll be curious to see also if he gets more forms, because we're still pretty early days on into the series. So that's happening. I still find it just kind of stupid, like, oh, he's technically not a Rider right now. Like, what about him doesn't scream Rider? Like, his suit looks like a Rider, his behavior is like that of a Rider. You could probably say like, oh, well, he isn't like a true hero yet or whatever, but it's like, we have straight up evil villain Riders. It just seems silly. I kind of got it with Machine Chaser because he was meant to be like a monstrous thing. I mean, and to be honest, like Bloodstalk and Night Rogue or Original Rogue, they were basically Riders too. I don't know, just there's some BS categorizations that are just kind of silly, to be honest with you. Anyway, the other one obviously being Fire Gotchard, which looks fine. You know, I generally like the Gotchard suit, and this is basically just kind of like a flame-coated version that looks like those shirts people would wear in the early 2000s that was just like shirts that with flames and stuff on them. It looks like a very, almost like, for lack of a better word, like juvenile, like, hey, this looks cool with flames on it form. But it looks fine. I don't think it looks as creative like as the UFO and Rex forms, or even as creative and cool as some of the ability forms, quite honestly. It's pretty underwhelming. But it was kind of shown via this device that you're going to be using for it, which showed both the forms, which that kind of made me think about with this and yesterday's Rin form. I remember being curious about like what the devices would look like, because, you know, since we're using cards, I couldn't imagine that they would just have all the power-ups be via cards. They're going to want to sell you more toy devices. So I was like curious what the peripherals would look like, and they're actually pretty good so far, because like you don't have like a, you know, a traditional gimmick. Since it's cards, you don't have to have ones with like weird knobs and all this stuff coming off of it. You just kind of need things that allow you to do different cards and stuff. So for the most part, I think they actually look pretty cool, and I'm pretty happy with the way those have turned out, at least. But as I said yesterday, forms have never been Gotchard's problem, and it's actually much more entertaining and exciting to just look at the forms and talk about them than it has been watching the show. So I really hope it improves. You know, at the very least, I guess we'll probably get a slew of some more interesting designs as we head out through the rest of the year. But what do you guys think of these other new forms? Let me know in the comments as always. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell so you get notifications for my videos. And this is being recorded on the day before Christmas Eve, so I hope you guys have a happy holidays. And if you're watching this from the future, you're like, what the hell? It's June 3rd. Have a good June 3rd anyway. Dawson Ryder, signing out.